Hey nerds and nerdettes, this is GamerTime465. Have you noticed I always start these, like, when I'm about to fight someone and that dun-dun-dun starts? I don't know, that's pretty cool to me, I guess. You guys may have noticed the new intro. Yeah, I'm gonna be using that from now on. It was something that I just, like, threw together. I was like, you know what, this is something that, you know, I should probably have been putting off for a while now. I needed a title, so why not, you know, spice it up a little bit. So yeah, we are in the first battle of the gym. And unlike the previous gyms and previous generations, you cannot skip the first battle. No, I think I'm wrong about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm wrong about that. I think that this is the first one that you can skip the battle. Or something of that nature. We're going to see in just a second now, as soon as I finish this guy. We're going to have Rico use a water gun, then take him out just like that. I mean, it's just not even funny after this. Yes, so this is the first one that you can actually bypass them from going to those little paths on the side. You don't even have to face these guys, but I did because, you know, it's better to face these guys, I believe. Just so that you can get some experience, rack up the experience before the gym battle. So, you know, over here, get Rico leveled up, get my Cascoon leveled up. I actually have the first reply of the find out what Zeke's new name will be. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. But as you know, Zeke is my Silicoon. And I asked you guys, what would be a good name to rename him, because I was thinking on the spot, and it's, you know, really, you know, it was really difficult to think of an actual, you know, clever name, like Weeder. I mean, that one just came to me. It was beautiful. But, yeah. So, this is where I get dominated by a lone Geodude. So yeah, you guys, I just got, wow, I feel so bad. Oh my god, it's just, I lost to the, okay. Well, you know what, we're going to go and challenge this person again, and this time, we're gonna win it. We're gonna take it home. We're gonna take the gold. First, let's go and talk to this guy. He, you know, he's, what is he telling us? Oh, yeah, he's just saying, like, you know, aim for the champion, be the champion. I'm like, if you tell it to everyone, everyone would be the champion. Because, I mean, seriously. So, he tells me that grass and water is super effective on it, but, because of the critical hit that Rico, received before, during the match with Roxanne, and it just like it took him out, and he's basically my cornerstone for this rock gym. So if we're gonna get through this rock gym, we are going to have Rico just boom, kicking it out, beating, destroying them. So here's our second attempt, and our victorious one at that. So I bring in Zeke because he needs the experience. I bring in Rico. He takes the rock throw like a boss, uses water gun, takes the Geodude out. Silicoon, why am I saying Silicoon? Zeke levels up, and I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. So we have Nose Pass out here. I'm like, come on Rico, you can do this. You can do this. He uses Harden, and an already very sturdy Pokemon is very bulky, and he uses Rock Throw. The critical hit destroys me once again. I bring out Weeder. I'm like, I'm not going out without a fight. He uses Rock Throw again. Almost brings me down to the half. I use Divide, and he uses the Rock Throw, brings me down to 2 HP. Divide comes back with double the power, finishes him off. Weeder, you are a beast. Just, oh my god. It was, oh my, So yeah, you guys, I received the Stone Badge. Amazing. just amazing. I won the stone badge with the bye. I just can't believe it. Like, this actually turned out to be a good gym battle, because I don't consider it a good gym battle unless it's, you know, it's more difficult than just a regular, you know, oh, I'm going to use this Pokemon because he's good against this kind of gym. No, I didn't want to use Mudkip just watering it down, but after I lost the first time, I was like, you know what, it might be time to, you know, just do the whole water assault. So, you know, and look at that. We have a team member from Team Magma running from Devincorp, having that guy that we saved in Petalburg Woods running after him. We wouldn't be of much help if our Pokemon were, you know, almost dead, so we might as well heal them up before going to see what's wrong. And I know that's not the usual response that most people should have, but, you know, we have to, I mean, everyone solves their conflicts with Pokemon, so that's our tool. We are, like, I think 10 years old, and we're saving major companies from bankruptcy. I'm like, wow, it's just amazing. So, he asked me to go get the guy, so this guy is just putting all his work on me, and these are just some fights with, you know, wild zigzag moves and stuff, but this one is a fight to remember. And I'll tell you why as soon as it's over. But yeah, we bring out Zeke for the experience. We bring in Rico. Rico, you know what you can do. You can water gun him, and it gets him down to the yellow. Now, pimp slap. Yes, that's right, you guys. We have a pimp slap. Oh my god. And it KOs him. I'm just like, oh yes. So right now I'm thinking of who should I bring in? Zico Leader, because they both need the experience really. I'm like, you know what? Both Pokemon, they evolve much faster, and he's going to get better moves before Weeder does. So I brought in Zeke, took him out, brought in Rico. Rico goes for the water gun. And, because of a misclick, no pimp slap. You guys know that when it gets to about the red, I would probably use the pimp slap. But yes, this is why it was a battle to remember. This was a battle where Zeke evolved. Bum, bum, bum. So as you know, I made a perfect call of switching in Zeke instead of Leader at that point. Because woo! Zeke becomes a Beautifly. And I'm like, and the name for Zeke that I got was actually really, really good. I was just like, okay, well, you know, if you guys don't comment, he'll be the winner. I mean, I've checked him out, he's subscribed to me, and he went and just said, hey, this seems like a good, you know, name for him. I'm like, okay. But now we have Zeke, and Zeke now has learned Absorb. Perfect for the Marill that we are facing right now. A water type, while Zeke knows just got a grass type move. This must be my lucky day. And now with Zeke, we can go back and face that Fisherman trainer. But we're gonna do that probably never, I guess. Or the next time I go back to Russian Burrow after I leave, which you're going to see later on, but I'm getting way too ahead of myself. So, Zeke goes, beats Marill, no problem. I'm just like, you are a pimp. But I can't really say that because Rico is the pimp of the team, so, you know, what does he become? He becomes Swag Master Flex. Yes, I said it. So, we have a Geodude, and we're going to be using Absorb on him. And, oh my god, super effective. One-hit KO. Zeke, you are on fire. But fire would actually hurt you because it's super effective against bug types. So, right now I'm thinking about, you know, should I keep Zeke in? And I'm like, you know what? Zeke, you just evolved. I think that you deserve the experience more than anyone at this point. So, I'm like, you know what? Let's keep him in. Let's keep him in. Because we all know that Rico could take all these guys out with a water gun. We all know that. But, I mean, this is the first fight that Zeke has as a Beautifly. So I mean, come on. I think this is the second fight. Whatever. You guys know what I mean. So I'm going to switch in Weeder for Zeke because Zeke's going to get a lot more fighting experience now that he's a Beautifly, rather than Weeder, who is still a C-Dot, so he's not going to have any physical moves to actually hurt people for a couple more levels. So we're going to have him get some, this experience when sharing. And he's like, don't come any closer, and he backs up. I'm like, what kind of criminal backs away from a 10-year-old? But yeah, those are two battles we didn't really have to see. So I get a Pokeball, which kind of makes up for, how horrible it was when trying to catch Silcoon. So I was like, I'm over here thinking, like, who can learn Rock Tomb? And the only one who can learn Rock Tomb, it seems, is Rico. And so I tried to figure out who can learn Cut. And it seems that none of the Pokemon on my team can learn Cut. So I'm probably going to have to get an HM Slave later on, just so I can use the HM. And if you don't know what an HM Slave is, I will be glad to inform you on this. Basically, an HM Slave is a Pokemon that you only have to use many HMs that you don't want to put on your regular Pokemon. But that's just a brief definition. Get my book, the Pokemon Swag Dictionary. Yes. It's a dictionary of Pokemon terms that are, as deemed by me, having excessive swag. So, yeah, go and pick that up, please. But, back to the game at hand. We have Zeke, going against Poochyena. No, there is no super effectiveness in this battle whatsoever. So, we just have Zeke pulling in, absorbing some of Poochyena's health, getting hit with Tackle, absorbing again, getting hit, and slowly our health is going down, but his went down faster, and he went down. So the Team Magma Grunt is like, oh, grr, my career in crime is over. I'm like, no, it's not going to be over until you give me the... Okay, so he gives me the Devin Goods. Now his career in crime is over. Because, he could still just push me aside, run away, but he couldn't. He would have to do that with Pokemon. And, because that's what all conflicts are settled with. Then in comes Mr. Briny. And he's over here telling me, oh yeah, you can find me at my sea cottage. I'm like, what? Why would you tell a 10-year-old where you live? Unless he has candy! No, I'm joking, you guys. If an old man offers you candy and you are of any age, do not take it. Unless you really want the candy. No, but, yeah. We're gonna go through these grasses, and don't quote me on that, children, if you actually, get abducted or anything. Don't do that. Don't take candy from strangers unless it's Halloween. And I can't actually say that, because that's the one time that you could get free candy from strangers, and it's okay. So, we go back to the guy from Devon. I don't know his name. They never give out his name. He's really an unimportant character, except for this, one part of the game. So, he's, over here. Oh, by the way, a parcel, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. He's like, okay, could you wait here for a second? Alright, that's fine. 1 Mississippi. Whoa! For once, these people are actually meeting a second. Literally, okay, first of all, why can't I go with him the first time? It would save him a trip to come back and get me. Second of all, why did it take him so little time to ask? It doesn't really matter. So this is just him telling me my 2 next assignments for him. He just wants my help on 2 things. So he gives me the letter, and he wants me to give it to a guy named Steven on Dewport. I think that's it, Dewport? Yeah, in Dewport. And, he also wants me to go to Slateport for some other reason. I think it was to talk to a ship director or something? I don't know, I haven't played this game in so long. But, yeah, those are the 2, places he wants me to go. It's not Dewport, it's Slateport and Dewford. But, also, here's another good thing that you should know about this place. On the second floor, if you go to this guy, he's the only guy, like, on the back row. Like, the first guy on the back row. Go to him, and he'll be saying that, oh, we have, I've been working on a item to resurrect Pokemon, and it's working. Now, if you go to any of the other people, they're going to give you some, you know, a thing that they're experimenting on, and they're going to say it's not working. But he's saying it's working, which means that you will be able to resurrect Pokemon later on in the game if you come back to Rustboro. And when I do that, that's probably going to be the time that I go and face the people here that I haven't faced, which I think is only the fisherman guy, if I'm not mistaken. So, we're going to go this way, because I have no idea where I'm going. I'm like, wait, no. The tunnel is blocked off, so that's not the way to Dewford. Where? Okay, so I guess I go this way, but I came from this way. This can't be right. Hold on a second. So I go to my bag, and I'm like, why am I going to my bag? Go to the Pokénav. So I go to Pokénav, and I see that, the reason that we encountered Mr. Briney in the first place, the only reason that we countered him was, to get to Dewford. So then we go to May, and May's like, oh my god, yeah, I ran out of Pokeballs. But then we go back to May, and she says, oh, I passed by Mr. Briney. He's on his way to his cottage. And she tells us that, Mr. Briney was once, a revered seafarer. And that's going to be very useful information. So yeah, we're going to go and fight this guy probably later on. But for right now, we're going to go and fight these twins. And so yeah, this is battle just so that we can get some more experience for Zeke and Weeder. And we're going to be fighting a Seedot and Lotad. They are both game dependent, depending on which game you get. You either get Seedot, you either can find a Seedot or a Lotad in the game. Of course, I have Ruby, so I got the Seedot. And Sapphire, you would get Lotad. So yeah, so I have Weeder, and I'm biting over here. And since, you know, Seedot doesn't know any attack moves, mine doesn't, theirs doesn't. The only one that knows attacking moves would be Lotad at this point. So then, their Seedot is going to use Growth, while I'm going to bring back my beautiful Zeke and send out Rico the Pimp. So we're going to have Rico tackle, but he misses! So then, Weeder, he unleashes his energy, but since no one attacked him, you know, he can't get the unleashed energy off on them. So they both use Bide, and I'm just like, wow, that's So then they're like, oh, we lost the battle and everything. It's like, don't worry, you haven't lost the war. There is no war. Haha. So yeah, we're gonna go this way, and if we had a Pokemon that could learn Cut, we could cut that tree over there and get whatever that Pokeball is. But we'll do that when we come back, because we definitely will be coming back to Rustboro later. If not to report to the guy at Devon, then to just come back for, you know, just for resurrection purposes of the fossil. I don't know why I keep on stopping in the game. I think someone was probably talking to me or something, and this, I believe, is the hardest part of the entire game. Trying to get in front of Mr. Briney, because Pico stops you from getting any further, and I've learned this trick that if you go to a corner and you go forward, you could, you know, catch him off. So that's what I did, and I'm like, why do they make this so difficult to just ask the man to go to Dewford? I'm like, oh my god. So then, as we break the laws of physics, we who are two people who are who together are bigger than the boat, get inside the boat and go all this distance. Oh my god, it's just look how small that boat is. Just, I mean, I don't, you know what, I don't even understand it. But yes, it's, we have a chart over here that says, hey, this is a small island and blah 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 blah. So we're gonna go to the Pokemon Center, heal up our pokes. So we're gonna heal them up here, and we're gonna go and explore the Dewford Cave. And that is, I believe it's about half of the island. This half is, you know, surrounded by residents and everything. It's populated and everything. And I do not want to fight these fishermen right now because I don't know what I might be fighting inside the cave. So I want to keep all my HP up until then. But the reason we're going into this cave is because this guy can give us an HM. And that HM will be HM05, which is Flash. And if my memory serves correctly, only one of my Pokemon can use Flash, and it's not a Pokemon that I actually want to give Flash, if you know what I mean. So, we go over here, and I skipped the first battle just because I didn't think it was necessary, but I sped up this one just because I don't want to be Xing out so many Pokemon battles, because that's what Pokemon is. Pokemon is a entire, I have no idea what the word I am trying to look for, a plethora. I've had a vocabulary quiz over that. A plethora of Pokemon battles mixed with a storyline. And the storyline in this game is actually not half bad. It's really, you know, one of those really dependent on bad guy versus good guy type of ideals. Unlike the black and white one where you kind of feel for the bad guy because, you know, he could be right. Are we enslaving Pokemon? Is this what they want? You never really know with that one until the very end where you can, no spoilers here, people. If you want to do that, wait until I have a black and white playthrough. Let's play playthrough. So then we're gonna have Zeke out here, and he's gonna just keep on absorbing Makuhita's HP, and he's almost a full HP, so that battle really didn't take much out of him. So then right now I'm just trying to get out of the cave. There are two Pokemon in that cave that are very rare and very good to have, and that is Abra and Sableye. And I'm not sure if one of them is dependent on game or not, or if they're both in there, but I remember that I caught a Sableye in my Sapphire game. And that's about all the time we have. So next time we will be taking on the Dewford Gym. Enjoy and see ya, nerds and nerdettes.